guys, and welcome to another Top Table Gaming video. As always, you're joined by me, Jay, and I am bringing you a Song of Ice and Fire unboxing today. So before I get stuck in, guys, if you're new to the channel and interested in the content we're making, make sure you hit subscribe below and the bell icon so you don't miss future videos. I guarantee we're going to have plenty of Song of Ice and Fire coming up. So without further ado, what are we here for today? Boom! So we've managed to get our hands on the brand new Night's Watch starter set. So pretty. These are the first faction to be released outside of the Kickstarter, and the first new faction since, of course, the Starks and the Lannisters. I've had great fun playing this game since my pledge arrived. We've been, I'm of course a Lannister player. Only the right people are Lannister players, and I'm busy getting them painted to show you guys some battle reports, but I couldn't resist picking up the Night's Watch starter set. So I think without further ado, you don't want to look at me anymore. Let's spin the camera around, get it on the table and show you these models. Okay guys, got rid of my ugly mug and now you get to see the new shiny, which is the brand new Night's Watch starter set. It's a big old box because what's worth noting about these guys is you don't need the core game to play if you pick this up. So you also get a rulebook in here and a tactics board and all the terrain and tokens you need to access, kind of a one-player starter set. It's not just like a new faction, if you will. So this will give you absolutely everything you need to play the game. So here we have the brand new Night's Watch starter set. We've got some beautiful artwork on the front. Of course, it references the books, not the movies. We've got Jon Snow and Ghost. Of course, he wouldn't be anywhere without Ghost. And we've got old Bear Warmont in the background, and it's of course set at the wall. So this is some beautiful stuff. Let's flip it and have a look at the back, which of course shows you the contents, guys. So this box comes with, it's got the rulebook, combat cards, attachment cards, lots of cards, tactics cards, siege cards, mission cards, blah 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 blah. You got the castle wall card, you get 71 tokens, your tactics board, you get some Night's Watch dice, which is a nice touch, and I really have to try and get hold of some Lannister ones. You get your movement trays. There's 47 models in this, guys, as well. So character wise, you get Jon Snow, Ghost, Gior, Bear Mormont, Bowen Marsh and Aemon. You get 4 Ranger Trackers, which are your mounted models. You get 2 Watch Captains and 24 Sworn Brothers and 12 Veterans of the Watch. Fear not, guys, I'm of course going to show you the models as we dive into this. But that is a lot of stuff in there, which is pretty cool. So I think we flip it over. Should we dive in? Let's dive in. So, okay, so let's dive into the box, guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through it. I'm going to have a quick look at things, and then what I'll do is I'll cut, and then I'll give you a close-up of all of the different components in the box, which will make it a bit easier for you to see, rather than me just rambling around the box and waving things at the camera. So I did break the cellophane just so I can get into this, guys. Let's pop the lid. Ooh, new box shells. So we got a tactics board. We got a rulebook. Not sure if this is the version 1.1 rulebook. That's got some of the amendments that were made. We'll check that. We got tokens. We got 1, 2. So as you can see, you get all your terrain, all your in-game tokens. 3. Oh, so nice. We've also got, we've got cards. I'll have a look at them later. Beautiful Night's Watch dice. Look at those with the crow and the sword and the 6. Very nice. You've got all your unit cards and stuff. Objective cards. And then we get to the good stuff. Now let's get that out of the way. Let's bring you in. We get to the good stuff. So we've got our movement trays, which we can just pop out the way for now. And then we hit the minis. So let's have a look. Ooh. Take the top off. Tray number 1. Oh, look at that. And it ain't going to show so much right now, guys, but the detail on these minis are insane. I actually think they're better than the Starks and the Lannisters. I mean, the Night's Watch are so characterful anyway. My God, are they beautiful. So we've got 1 tray. Actually a great way of storing them as well, the way these come. You could very easily just use this for transporting a lot of minis without taking up a lot of space. And then we got the second tray, which is your 2 units of Sworn Brothers, and my God, are they cool. And that's what's in the box. So let's cut, guys. I'm going to break down the components one by one and give you a look. Alright, so we've got the cards that come in the set. There are lots of different cards in Game of Thrones. You've got your siege attacker and defender cards for if you're playing that sort of mission. You have secret mission cards again, which very much depends on scenario. You've got these little objective cards, so anything that has an objective on the table will flip. And you've got this beautiful deck here, which has a variety of things. So this is going to have your tactics deck in, as you can see there. We've got, is it going to focus for me? Of course it is. We've got GR Moments card there as a unit attachment, so you get all of those different cards for all your different characters and what they do, and then you get your tactics cards, which for those of you who don't know is a hand of cards that you can play for in-game benefits as you go along. And then of course you get your large-sized unit cards for everything in the box. So let's have a look at Ghost, for example. So on one side they tend to have a bit of fluff and focus and the points cost and things and some beautiful artwork. And then on the other side is kind of the stuff you need for in-game. So you can check out Ghost's rules there, which is really cool. And then of course you get these for everything in the box. So we've got the Swan Brothers there, which is really cool, just shows off their rules. We've got 2 units of those in the box. We then got the Ranger Trackers and the Veterans of the Watch. These guys are beasts, by the way. They are at 8 points, I believe, but my gosh, are they beasts. And then you get this, which is my favourite card. Those of you who know me know I love this stuff. You get a little cheat sheet card, which shows you the different actions you can take, what the conditions do, and then if you flip it, also some of the other really common rules like attack bonuses and charging and surge forth and stuff. So that is a really cool. They are double-sided. If you've got the starter set, you'll have a couple, so you can. I tend to have 2 out, 1 on each side, so I can see what I'm doing. And that's the cards in the set. Terrain. I'm not going to pop it all out, guys. As you saw, there were 3 huge sheets of terrain that you get, but just figured I'd give you some examples. This is quite thick cardstock and it's really good. The picture quality is really good, and of course some of them are double-sided, so you've got the walls or it flips to a palisade. We've got woods there that also switch to like a march, and we've got the weirwood tree, I think it's called, which also switched to a corpse pile. Now wait till you play that scenario, because that is fun. But that, guys, is the terrain. Tokens, baby. Everyone loves a token. Again, didn't want to show you all 70 of them, so I've grabbed an example of some of them. You get tokens in this set for everything you're going to need. You've of course got ones for wounds taken. You've got these guys here, which are for some of your negative conditions like vulnerable and weakened. You've got your 1 and 3 VP tokens here. And of course these are your objective tokens for the battlefield, but this comes with 70 tokens, which is more than enough for you to play. Probably 2 of you use at a stretch. On the battlefield, you won't be needing anything once you pick up this box. Dice! Everyone loves dice, and of course you get some dice in the set, and this is one of the touches that made me really love this set. So you get 10 of the Night's Watch D6 in there. They've of course got the beautiful there we go, Crow and Sword logo on the 6 and nothing on the 1. Logo should always be on the 6, which is cool. And then you get this little beauty, which again is one of my favourite things. So this white dice is actually a D3. So there's 2 1s, 2 2s and 2 3s. And it's wicked. Use a lot of D3 wounds or D3 heals in this game. And being able to roll that rather than do math is just nice. So I've got 2 of these because I've got my starter set one, which is very exciting. I get way too excited about little things like this. You get another tactics board, and I am super glad about this because my one from the core set is starting to get a bit tatty because I didn't store it correctly. So the tactics board is one of the things that makes this game unique. For those of you that don't know, you of course have units on the table. You also have units off the table like Cersei and Aemon from this set, and they're of course not going to be on the battlefield in Westeros, so you get to activate those in your alternate activations to give you benefits. So they each have their own abilities, but when you activate them as well as their own ability, they can pick a slot on the tactics board, whether it's you want to make a unit take a panic test, heal some wounds, draw some extra tactics cards, make a free attack action or a free maneuver or retreat. But the beauty of this is where the game adds a really cool level of depth. It's kind of like, which tactics do I need, which I'm going to try and take early on the board, or which ones does my opponent really need, so I'll actually take those first. So it adds a whole level of depth other than what's going on the battlefield, and this is one of my favourite parts of this game, and that's a tactics board. Rulebook. Of course you get a rulebook. As I stated, I'm not sure if this is the 1.1 rulebook, but they've done a great job with this book. As you can see, you open, you get your usual index and kind of introduction to the world of Westeros. It goes through common game terms, unit types, and then obviously like the anatomy of a card and how things work there. You get all the different actions, and the really good thing is it shows it all with lots of pictures showing how your arcs work, the train movement works. It's absolutely fantastic. So it gives you lots of visual aids and really talks you through. And then obviously when you get to the back, you get some of the additional and deep rules. And the back page, which is genius, is of course a rules summary. And honestly, once you've played a turn of this game or had a demo, you'll get by with this. It is a great intuitive game, and the rulebook is pretty cool. Okay, and then of course we have the miniatures, guys. I've just took great pleasure out of popping them all out and putting them in their respective trays. You get 47 miniatures in this set, 4 trays. Obviously Ghost goes in our own tray as well, so 5 trays technically, and lots of characters, and these are beautiful, guys. The details are nuts. So should we start having a look? Cool. So let's start with, well, there's only one place to start, right? You get the true hero of the Night's Watch, which is Jon Snow. And don't forget, guys, every single one of these is one piece, as you saw, and comes straight out of the box as you see it now. These are absolutely cool. I can't wait to paint these. And the beauty of it is, I think they're going to paint really fast because I'm going to spray them black, dry brush a lot of the cloth and robes, and then put a lot more effort into the kind of pelts and the faces. I think these guys are going to pop. And we've got Jon there in a very kind of iconic pose, really. We've of course got Aemon as well. Really cool, looking old and dishevelled. We can't forget about Ghost. I love the direwolf models. So the direwolf models are actually 0 points in game, but if you take their respective owners, so for Ghost it's of course Jon, you get them for free, and they are really cool. So we've now got 3 in the game with Bran, Robb, and now Jon, but they are super cool. And of course we got, they're just crazy cool models. How can you not love them? And I think when these guys are painted, they're all going to look super uniform. And you of course get 2 watch captains as well, which are your kind of generic unit attachment that you can put in your units, which are really cool. And now let's dive into the units. So you get 2 units of Sworn Brothers that are absolutely insane, and all your infantry units have 3 poses. I mean, these poses are just nuts. Can we focus? Of course you can. There we go. They look super Night's Watch. He's got his 2-handed sword kind of over his head, ready to swing. Just look at the detail in the cloth. A wash is going to make these minis look insane. And there we go. Like, I love the detailing that all the bottoms of the cloaks are all torn and dishevelled and stuff. These are going to paint super nice. Let's show you another of the poses for the Swan Brothers. You got this one, which is him kind of swinging his 2-handed claymore style sword. Beautiful, right? Just the detail. They've all got like old dishevelled faces and beards. They're going to look so cool when painted up. There we go. And there's the third one. I love it. Holding his sword, and he's got obviously his huge kind of, oh, so cool, so cool. And you get 2 units of those guys. Those are going to be the bulk of your army. And then you also get the veterans of the watch, which are like the old guard, the guys who've seen it all. These guys are monsters in game. These are your elite fighters. And yeah, look at that, right? For one-piece miniatures, I've got to say these are just blowing me away. Super impressed, super love them. Can't wait to show you them in a hobby vlog and a battle report soon. We got this dude here looking awesome. He's got his eye patch on, and then the third pose in these is this guy. Now I think I'm of course gonna have Jon rocking it with a unit of these boys. Super cool. And then of course you get your cavalry, so you get some ranger trackers, which are just nuts as well. So your cavalry are always 4 models per unit, but they're always 4 individual models as opposed to 3. So we got this guy here. The horses, like the muscles on the horses are insane. A bit weird, but like the horse miniatures are crazy good. And obviously he's shooting his bow as he's riding. And again, they've got like the flowing capes to show they're in full motion. And I love this guy as well. I'll show you this guy. And he's kind of like reloading as he's riding forwards. His trusty steed. Very cool, guys. And that is the miniatures. 47 miniatures in these set. And a lot of people are a bit funny about like pre-assembled single pose miniatures, but these are some of the best I've seen by anyone. They are crazy good models. Knowing from painting the Lannister ones, those of you who don't want to be on expert painters, when you put some nice base coats and a decent wash, these things look insane. Most of my Lannister army, which you'll see in some of our videos, are pretty much just that, and I can't wait to bring you the Night's Watch, guys. We're going to cut there. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. Let's come back to me. Okay, there you have it, guys. We've just had a look through the Night's Watch starter set by Simon for A Song of Ice and Fire. Oh, I'm excited. Boy, am I excited. I love this game. I've been playing a lot with Jerry and some others here at our local club, and we can't get enough. And I'm excited now that we've got a bit of variation, so it isn't just Stark into Stark or Lannisters, etc. So yeah, super excited. Really nice models. A ton of stuff in the set. I love the fact that you get the rulebook, the terrain, the tokens, so you don't need to go and buy the huge core set, which you should check out anyway. To get into this game, it makes it a lot more accessible. There are also other units available. I've of course got the Builder Scorpion crew, so I've got some siege engines to put with these guys, which hopefully will round me up to 50 points. If not, we've of course got the Boltons, who acts as the mercenary in this game. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. Let us know in the comments below what you think of the Night's Watch. Share some lists, tell us what you think, let us know how we can make these unboxings better, and do make sure you subscribe. If you guys are subscribing because we're making Song of Ice and Fire content, we'll keep it coming. If you guys want to see battle reports and tactical videos maybe on your different commanders and factions, let us know in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm Jay, we're Top Table Gaming. See you in the next one.